No. Pokemon Go. It's the game that brings Pokemon into the real world with your smartphone. You can tell it's only on smartphones because this episode is gonna have way more vertical video than should be humanely allowed. Take that, Reddit! Yes indeed, this game is the biggest reason for nerds to go outside since LARPing became a thing. And that's a big deal. But where is this new phenomenon going? No more than 5 minutes into Pokemon Go, you can see a Pokemon staring you in the face in the real world with the very real possibility of actually catching it. There's more potential here than even the millions of cumulative views and downloads of Pokemon Go would suggest. And we're gonna delve into that right now. Once the servers start working. Damn it, Miyamoto! Pokemon Go is only the beginning of a paradigm shift that will literally change everything. And I'm not being overly dramatic. I'm really not. So let's become a powerful gym leader, accidentally wander into traffic, and trespass on private property to catch that goddamn Dragonite. Because only then will we become a Pokemon master and experience the beginning stages of a technological revolution that will ultimately change the course of our society. Get your mind blown in the story you never knew. Well, hello there, Professor Willow. It's always nice to see another tree-themed Poke-scientist. Of course I'll help you with your research. Just allow me to choose my digs real quick here. Alright, hair, that style looks good. Jacket, okay. Pants, why do all these pants look the same? Well, whatever, it makes the choice easier. Let's catch some Pokemans! Holy balls! I guess I... Oh yes, you're mine now, Squirtle. I'll call you Seymour. Well, I guess it's time to wander around the neighborhood looking for more Pokemon. Boop-a-doop-a-doop, boop-a-doop-a-doop, boop-a-doop, boop. Well, hello there. How about joining Team Treesicle against your will? That's the spirit. Well, this is cool, and I'm finally getting sunlight, but how exactly is this a paradigm shift for society as we know it? So far, I just feel like a guy who needs to get a real job, which I am, but I can't say my technological paradigm feels very shifted. Don't get me wrong, catching Pokemon in augmented reality is awesome. It's just there's clearly some imperfections with Pokemon Go. Like, I'm pretty sure horses don't hatch from eggs. Here's what is amazing though. This app connects the Pokemon world to our world in a way that's never been done before. Through the magic of GPS technology, Pokemon are found in their natural environments, and you literally have to walk or drive to those environments to expand your Pokedex. Want a Krabby? Better lather up and head to a beach. What about a Scyther? Better put on some hiking shoes and head to a forest. With good reception, of course. And what about this thing? Jesus Christ! Don't catch that thing! It's like someone made pancakes near Chernobyl and didn't have the heart to kill it. And so far, they've only included the original 150. Idiot face. Jeez. This interconnectivity between our reality and the Pokemon reality is far more than most realize. It's the first taste of humans controlling our own perception and evolution. What do I mean by that? Well, let me ask you a question. What is real? At first you might say, anything you can sense or touch. A Pokemon on your smartphone screen isn't real because it's digital, just a moving picture on a screen. But think of how integrated smartphones already are in our everyday lives. In many ways, they're extensions of our bodies. We need them to communicate and sometimes to function properly if we've become dependent on having them around. So then how long before a phone becomes an implant? How long before an implant becomes integrated into our central nervous system? How long before these Pokemon, that today we can only awkwardly poke at on our phones, appear seamlessly in our field of view because the implant that generates them is so flawlessly integrated with our brain? And why stop there? Why not be able to smell them, touch them, and taste them if you so desired? All of this may seem abstract and weird, but it's really only a matter of time. Don't believe me? Well, let's get back to our Pokemon journey to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that humanity will one day be integrated with this cutting-edge Pokemon's technology and beyond. At this point, I'm probably sunburned and still might need to get a real job, but I'll be damned if I won't become the next Pokemon master. After hours upon hours of wandering and catching and tripping, I've finally reached the point when my Pokemon are ready to take over this here gym. It's time to duel. Just kidding. I'm gonna make you proud, Mom. Oh, this is so tiring. Yes! I am the Pokemon Master! At long last, the name of Treebra will live in infamy. But what next? What horizons does an accomplished champion like myself have left to conquer? There are still so many Pokemon yet to catch and higher levels for my Pokemon to reach. Not to mention, this gym is only one of thousands across the world. But what would winning more gyms and catching all the Pokemans really mean in the grand scheme of things? Is there a purpose to all of this? My pride has quickly turned to confusion and existential angst. Maybe I should get a real job. No, society! No! I can't let you win! Pokemon Go is the most real that Pokemon has ever been, and there's no reason to believe it will stop here. What with artificial augmentations already capable of taking input from our nervous system, why wouldn't Pokemon eventually integrate itself seamlessly into our normal waking reality if we so choose? And if that's the case, why wouldn't being a Pokemon trainer become a real job? You might say that being a Pokemon trainer will never be a real job because who the hell would pay you to do it? People used to say that about professional video game players. And now, popular streamers are pulling in way more than that guy who settled for the 9 to 5. Indeed, the only things keeping Pokemon from being as real as it is in the show are our current technological limitations and the lack of demand for professional Pokemon trainers. Except the second one might not even be true. As of the release of this video, the number of Pokemon Go users already surpasses the number of Twitter users. I'll say that again. The number of Pokemon Go users already surpasses the number of Twitter users. We've already seen professional gamers metamorphosize from penniless nerds to wealthy superstars, so why can't professional Pokemon trainers do the same? Especially when Pokemon becomes just as real as that kitty cat that lives in your neighborhood. Wouldn't you want to sit in a sold-out stadium with thousands cheering as two trainers command their highly trained beasts in a battle that roars in front of your technologically augmented eyes? Wouldn't you want to totally get laid because having a level 80 Raichu is now as tangibly impressive as dunking a basketball? So long as people are willing to pay to watch it, Pokemon battles and Pokemon training could very well become a profession and a way of life. The demand is there, now we only need the technology. And it will come. Pokemon Go is only the first step. Of course, this idea of man merging with machine and artificial realities blending with our normal waking one has far larger implications than just Pokemon training. Like, being able to process information 100 million times faster than we currently can because we'll essentially be cyborgs. But who cares about being able to absorb the entire knowledge base of the human race in a day when you can battle Pokemans? What are you, some kind of nerd? Indeed, through the perilous journey that is Pokemon Go, an artificial reality blending perfectly with our own becomes not only a possibility, but a matter of time. And if that's the case, just as grown men are paid millions to bounce an inflatable ball, so too will geeky man-children be paid millions to battle Pokemon. And I can't wait! That's the story. You never knew. Hopefully that was inspiring. If you want to be more inspired, check out the story you never knew about Red. It'll tell you what his journey really means to us. And remember to like this video if you liked our take on Pokemon Go, or dislike it if you didn't like it. We're all for honest opinions here. And if you want to see even more, click this abominable Pikachu to subscribe. Click it to kill it with fire. Do it, dear God, before we become it. Thanks for watching and see you next time, you lovely person.